Hey everyone, welcome back. If you haven't, I highly recommend you check out yesterday's episode. It was quite fun. I opened some Yu-Gi-Oh cards and the results were extremely interesting. I pulled a whole secret rare, a $30 card that pretty much was worth my entire cart of that day. I bought like that. That's how much I spent on all the cards altogether and ended up pulling a card worth everything. That's just crazy to me. And it happened from the pack that I was talking the most smack about. I was like, oh, spell rulers? What's even in here? Why is everyone so hype about spell rulers? This is stupid. And then I pull the best card. That was awesome. So this is tabbed, which, if you haven't seen yesterday's video, check it out. More card game content coming soon, whether you like it or not, so you better start watching them. I'm just kidding. But yeah, do definitely check it out. I think my reaction was pretty funny. So yeah, I have this, first of all, before we start, I want you to guess in the comments down below, right now, as you're watching this, why do you think this is tabbed? I'll give you 3 seconds. I'll give you 5 seconds. I'll give you 2 more seconds. Okay, well, hope your answers are locked in. Please like this video to lock your answer in. Oh my god, does anyone remember that? Forgot the guy's name. He was like this weird Facebook, like content creator, I guess you could say. I don't know. Anyway, check it out. We got the boys, the trash boys. First of all, I think this is the first time I've ever raised a Vaidmon. He's just as terrifying in real life as he is in person. That doesn't make any sense. I don't know what I say. And we have Digitamon. Digitamon, adorable, love him. Just so much personality, and such a small egg. Look at me. Oh, so cute. I love him. And then Vaidmon, absolutely terrifying, sleep paralysis demon, evil, but I still love him. He's trash, so he's part of the fam. But oh my god, he's terrifying. I will never forget the first time I saw him. I literally, my heart dropped. I was like, what am I looking at? What is that? Thing's terrifying. It reminds me of the Mars Attacks aliens. I used to love watching that movie. I don't know how. And then I rewatched it one year, I remember. And it, scarred me. It was, so terrifying. I was like, wow, how did I watch this movie so many times as a kid? And I thought it was funny. And then I grew up and I watched it again. I would watch that movie when I was before I was even in school. So I was 4, and I used to watch it all the time. And then I watched it again when I was 12, and I was scarred. I was terrified. I was what the hell is this? It's so mean-spirited and evil and scary. And I just watched it all the time as a kid, and I was hee hee, this is funny. Aliens, they blow up when they hear, hey, what's new, pussycat? But yeah, Vaidmon is cool. I like Vaidmon a lot. He's just such a weird Digimon. I mean, he's straight up an alien. I just find that interesting, Pokemon's done that before too, where there's a couple Pokemon that are just straight up aliens. They're not animals or anything. I mean, it makes sense, Especially with Digimon, it makes sense. There's Digimon based off of almost everything under the sun. The only thing I can't think of on the top of my head is I don't think there's any inanimate object Digimon per se. Something like furniture or food. I could be wrong about that. I mean, I know there's that one edit. It doesn't really exist, but there's that edit of Bomb Nanimon that's an orange. But that doesn't really count because that's not an official Digimon. It's just a censored Digimon. But other than that, I can't think of any Digimon that are food or furniture, whereas Pokemon has that. But I think that's the only thing Digimon hasn't done. Again, I could be wrong, but there's Digimon of everything. There's Digimon based off of gods from all different religions. There's Digimon based off of historical historical beings, I guess you could say. Animals, both, knights, all that stuff, samurai, ninjas. I don't know if there's any cops, but there's definitely Deputymon, so that kind of counts. Yeah, it's kind of all over the place. So that's kind of it. Now we have to figure out what we're gonna do as far as like what we're like. This is done now. So what are we gonna do to fill in the time? Because there's still time, if I'm not mistaken. I have. It's been very hard for me to keep up with Discord lately, and I just want to apologize to everyone who's in the Discord, who's watching this. Oh yeah, we still have this boy. So maybe we'll try to finish this and get him somewhere. Maybe that's what we'll do. I will try to finish the run on here. I forgot. And technically, we never finish the run on here either. We have a Ophanimon Fall Down Mode X. I didn't even tap this. Wow. Yeah, we have a Ophanimon Fall Down Mode X on here that can become a Lilithmon, but I don't really need a second one. So maybe I'll just tab that. But we'll try to finish something on here. And if he dies, maybe we'll just start another run on the Pendulum X. I'd like to run this for the Thankful Hatch, but I might end up running this with Mekumon and Alphamon on one side. Or maybe I'll run the Pendulum 20th, so we can get Alphamon Oryuken, which I haven't raised that in a fat old minute. So Alphamon Oryuken and Ragnar Lordmon would be pretty sick, because those two are some of my favorite Digimon. Kind of an obvious kind of pick, if you ask me. You know, it's kind of like I mean, they're both super strong Digimon. But they are honestly two of my favorites, especially Ragnar Lordmon. I remember, when we first saw him, there was no art for him at all. No art for Ragnar Lordmon existed in any capacity. There was like this one sketch, and that was it. And that was pretty cool. And then we finally got to see him, and he's pretty cool. He's a very busy Digimon, but he's got a cool look to him. I like it a lot. Very much, he looks like a straight up like knight, and I like that a lot. But yeah, I just, I'll never forget that. Just like, my first time raising Ragnar Lordmon, and then I was like, yeah, here he is. That was back when I used to like do the inserts of the Digimon with their names and everything, which I want to do again, but I'm like scared. Like, the reason I stopped doing that is it's not laziness, believe it or not. It's actually just because, the whole Kappa thing happened, and YouTube seemed to be cracking down on things like showing an animated character and stuff like that. And so I didn't want to take the chance, because I noticed that sometimes when I had like certain figures in my background, that seemed like it might have triggered it. So that's why I don't have as much stuff back here. I usually only fit like V-Pets back here. I don't fit like other like figures and stuff, because I'm afraid of like triggering that, you know what I mean? So that's why I stopped doing it. I want to do it again, but again, that's gonna be on me. I have to like test that out and see if that even flies. And I'd just rather not take the chance. So yeah, but hopefully we can get something done on here. I'm gonna just stop it again for now, but let's say bye to the boys. Let's do a couple battles with the boys, like one or two, just to show them off, get them ready. Actually, let's do some training actually. Because Humilus's his tournament is going to be a tag tournament, perfects only. So these are our entrants, two trashy boys. And since it's actually going to be with the Pendulum 20th battle system, effort does matter when you're fighting someone with the Pendulum. How many times I just realized that. How many times did I say Pendulum 20th? Digimon 20th, sorry. If you're fighting someone with the Digimon 20th kind of rule set, effort does matter. How many hearts they have, like if they're like hungry or like they want their strength meters low, I believe that also factors into whether or not they're going to win or lose. So let's get this effort meter up, and hopefully that'll yield us some stronger mons, because that's usually something I always kind of slack on. And it seems to me like that is the consistent kind of thing that is actually screwing me over. Because even when I get into a mirror match with someone, I'm more likely to lose. And I think that's because, again, my effort meter is usually low. So we're going to focus on that. I just find it interesting because effort meter, you know, I really cared about effort back in the day when I had my first 20th, because the Japanese 20ths had that whole system where you could like enter in your Digimon into like a little notebook or journal on the Digimon Japanese website, which I think still exists. It's just you have to find the link for it. It's kind of like hidden, but I think it still exists. I hope it does. But yeah, and you could do like 5 battles a day in that thing, and it was a cute thing. And they did like 2 tournaments with it, but then they never did anything else with it ever again. Completely just got rid of that in the American versions, and they just never brought back that system with the Pendulum 20ths or any subsequent Digivice. Or subsequent VPET, and I really don't know why. It was a really novel, cute idea for them to do. But hey, if they did actually implement something like that properly, World wouldn't really exist when you think about it. So, you know, that's how it be. So, yeah, that's it for me today. I'm gonna go. Huge shout out to my patrons, Casey Joes, Josh, Omega Scourge. Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. Your support really goes a long way. And again, I really appreciate it. Check out my socials in the description down below. Try to be more active on everything. Just, you know, it's hard to keep up with everything nowadays. I'm spread so thin. I feel like I'm everywhere and nowhere at the same time. It's a very weird feeling. And yeah, that's it for me. Take care of yourselves, guys, please. And that's it for me. Bye. For real. Peace.